So I'm an astrologer who has their Saturn in Aries and is currently at one of the peaks of their Saturn return. And I wanted to give a little bit of an update because I've been doing a little mini series and it's been a while since I've updated a video about it. So far, so good. I just went through an experience where I lived the goals and like achievements, the victories that younger me has been wanting and working for like a really long time. And when I made it into the position of wanting and working for those goals, it was as Saturn was on the degree of my Saturn, except for my Saturn is retrograde. So once Saturn turns around, that's probably going to be a little bit different. But for now, we had the past came back up. Oh, and it came back up to bite a little bit. It was not super fun. I got to receive those achievements, realizing only that the me that is now hated it. Why did I want that? Oh dear goodness. It was this big coming to self moment being like, I can't believe one, that I ever used to do this stuff. Two, I can't believe that I wanted this in the first place. And three, I'm a completely different person now than I ever thought I was gonna be. It was a weird realization. It was a weird coming to self moment. And I'm kind of looking forward because that again was right as Saturn was direct on my degree of Saturn in my chart. So I'm looking forward to having Saturn retrograde. Saturn retrogrades are always a friend to me because my Saturn is retrograde. Crazy placement, but that's what it is. So give it maybe like a month or so. I'd have to look up the exact date, but give it like a month or so and I'll be at the actual first return position because it'll be retrograde. Mine is retrograde, so it'll be exact. It's not just gonna be on the degree, it's gonna be in the same direction, you know? Crazy. I also think it's crazy that this return is happening while Neptune is like conjunct with Saturn, basically. That blows my mind a little bit. Also, for anyone else who's going through their Saturn return and their Saturn is in Aries, we have Chiron with our Saturn return. Talk about the wounded healer coming to the surface to say, look at what you've done. Look at it. Look at the work you've done on yourself. Like, really? I got a pretty good job recently with the letting go of the previous experience. So that was good, but it's also kind of like shoving some healing in our face. Whether we like it or not, that's what's happening. So I am, though, if this is what the Saturn return is like, I'm really looking forward to Saturn being kind of completely on the other side of my Saturn degree, because it'll retrograde. It'll be sometime 2026 is when that happens. But I'm really looking forward to that because you're telling me I've completed the chapter of all this other stuff that I don't actually agree with anymore and I don't really fit into anymore, but I wanted it at one point and I did it and now it's done and I get to move on. And now that I'm moving on, also wait, hold on. Let's back up for a second. Life has not been kind to me for probably like, it's been a while, okay? Many years at this point. So I'm like relearning who I am. I'm relearning about what I like and what I don't like and how I move, and like I'm kind of connecting with my relationship with myself as well. Not to get super vulnerable, oh dear goodness, but that's what's happening in my life right now, which I'm honestly kind of excited about. It's been some work, but it's also been really good. And so I'm looking forward to kind of figuring out, because I have my next chapter planned and like where I'm gonna land. I'm moving, there's things I want to do, and like I'm excited to learn more about myself. In that sense, I can see myself getting into some adventures, spending some more time in nature. I haven't really been able to do that in the recent years. I used to live in the downtown of a city with no car, so it was like really difficult to do that then. And there's just been other constrictions and restraints on my life, Saturn stuff, that hasn't allowed me to really like be in that stuff that I like doing. And I'm realizing now that that is much more important than that other stuff that I wanted, that I just experienced. And I was like, I don't want to ever do that again. So cool, I'm done. Fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that. And also, so to track back to what I was saying, I'm looking forward to, because I am a Scorpio Saturn ruled person. Scorpio ruled, Saturn ruled. Life's hard, but guess what? There's gold. Like, that's who I am. Like it or not, that's what I got. So... And my Saturn is in Aries, so it's like accidentally became the ruler of the underworld. That's kind of my chart, to be honest with you. But anyways, not to get too deep into that. But one of the things that I really like, because I had to stop laughing. Okay. One of the things I really like about my energy and my chart is that I kind of relentlessly just go after my goals. Like, it doesn't matter what obstacle is in my way, or it just doesn't matter. Like, I don't care what is standing between me and getting to that thing that I want to do. I will do it. Freaking Aries, strong-headed will, stubborn also is the stubbornness of the Aries. Okay, so love you, Aries. That's the truth. But there are goals. Like, I have things I want to do with my career and like the sort of like building power structures sort of stuff. And seeing that marker of the Saturn return when Saturn was right on my Saturn, when the degrees aligned, I was like, if this is the ending, you're telling me I have the rest of my Saturn return to get the stuff that I've already started building. Okay, it's already started and it's pretty like grounded also. You're telling me now that I've closed that chapter, I closed it kind of early is what it feels like. I closed that and now I can use the rest of my Saturn return to like actually earn that? You're telling me I did the work before I got to my Saturn return to clear out all the junk and now I get to be done? Freaking right on, me. I have been studying for the Saturn return. It was kind of the thing that got me into astrology, to be honest. My life was semi falling apart. Like I said, I've been through a lot of like really hard stuff. So my life was in the middle of just being, what is going on? And I was like, this is definitely Saturn related and I need to figure out how to read that in my chart. So I did get it figured out and accidentally turned it into a career. Okay, here we are. And that's really weird for me too, but you know what? To each their own. Everybody's life is a little different. And like I said, not who I thought I was going to be, but here we are. I got laughing so much. What was I even talking about? Right, getting into studying about Saturn and astrology. Okay, I got all the way back. Thanks for the reminder. So yeah, studying for Saturn, then my Saturn return is like why I got into astrology. And I'm just fucking patting myself on the back because I did one hell of a good job. I don't know how I did it, to be honest. Looking at everything I've gone through, don't know how I did it, but I fucking did it. That is crazy to me. I understand that it's not going to be like, how do I say? Like, it's still going to be work. The Saturn return is still work, right? But I have a feeling that after what I just witnessed, experienced, you're telling me it's done, I have a feeling that there's going to be more smooth sailing. Fucking count my lucky stars. And now I just get to rediscover and reconnect and build. That's yes, I'm excited. I stuttered, but it is what it is. I was gonna say obviously, but you know. So that's the current Saturn return update. That's what's been going on. I've cleared out a lot of people, like basically everyone. The peak of that experience that I just went through also was like, oh, I'm alone. That was a part of it too. Granted, I have here, hello, hi, we are sitting here talking right now. And I have friends that are like, I don't like longer distance in time. Like there's people in my life who care about me, okay? Like don't get me wrong. But I've let go of a lot of people for many years now. So it was just this feeling of like, I stand by myself now. This is kind of weird. So I'm still processing that part. That was honestly a little strange, but not what I was expecting. That whole experience was not what I was expecting, but it was what it needed to be. It was a lot of closing of the doors. Let me be done. And then there was like some things that opened up and I was like, oh, you're telling me that this is a part of the new chapter? That's unexpected and also kind of easy. And also there's no way that I could have asked for this good thing to happen. So I'll take it. You know what? Thanks for the gift. Anyways, because I think I already said it. That's the Saturn return so far. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. If you're going through your Saturn return, don't get the scaries, okay? Just be in it. At least that's what I've been doing. But I've also done a lot of back work to like track it, right? So to each their own. You're going to do great. And I also just have a feeling, because I've been getting lots of visions about the new chapter and a lot of, you know, I got my eyes on it. I'm a spiritualist. I sit in the spirit. I'm a practitioner. I'm a witch. I'm a priestess. There's a lot of different names that I go by, but I do my thing, you know? So Spirit's been telling me stuff about the new chapter and I am really excited. Like, okay, Spirit, me and you, this is gonna be good. Yeah. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. This time the video is actually through, okay? Keep up your brew. I will too. And I'll talk to you soon.